Melissa Bartlett, and your boy Kerry Bixby. It's your show, so tell us what you want to talk about. It's that the Round Table Podcast Show.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It is your boy, you got the brothers from another mother
That's
on
it.
here
That's it.
at the Round Table Podcast Show. What's
Good to be back. Good to be back.
Man, it is, man. It truly is. Man, I miss y'all. I miss y'all. I wish Mel was on here so I could show her all this love, but she run a little bit behind on some errands and stuff, so I'm guessing I have to bottle it and wait until she get back, and then I'll go ahead and just let it off.
I'm sure she'll be on momentarily.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, family, thank y'all for joining us on that round table. It is your boy TD. I get to introduce this brother again. He I'm old school. I'd be like, that's a run partner. I'm a, I'm a bro right there. It's the man, the myth, the legend, Adrian A. Money Biddle.
Hey, everybody. Hey, family. I appreciate the intro, man. Like I said, good to see you back. And before I forget, let me repay the favor and introduce man in my upper right hand corner of the screen, the one that stirs the drink, the conductor himself, CD.
What's going on, family? It is good to be back. Let me tell you, I missed everyone, especially the show. I've been laid up due to surgery, and I had the unique opportunity to sit back and watch the show once again. Let me tell you guys something. It is something when you're a part of the show, doing this stuff, and when you get to sit back and watch it in its entirety, and watch these two dynamic individuals that I call my brother and my sister handle things like, hey, without skipping the beat, the questions, the interaction, the energy, the flavor. I was at all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I enjoyed myself just sitting there watching this stuff. And then going back and watching it again, getting a double dose. Let me tell you, there's some amazing people I'm part of. A lot of you
Oh
know.
man, likewise, yeah. Everybody brings something unique to the table, and hey, it's easy when you have people participating and our family out there interacting with us, and it just pretty much just go and govern itself. You just behind the wheel, just steering it.
Yeah, man. And the people, again, y'all, we always say it's the people's podcast. And shouts out to Charlie too. She just came on saying, hey, we definitely appreciate all her support. Her and I were on earlier today. I had made a post about support. And she said that she hit me up immediately and she said, we support each other. She said it's the other people that we gotta get on board. And I was like, you right, sis. That's why she's part of the family. That's why
Absolutely.
she is so amazing. If I can tell you the times and the things that we talk about, just offsite, via social media or whatever, she is real deal, and that's what makes up this show, and I think makes it so successful. Having people like that follow us.
Absolutely. Yeah, she's a gem, that's for sure.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. What kind of gym? What gym is Charlie Toots? What gym would she say?
I go with sci-fi.
Oh, a sapphire. Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Charlie Tools, you are a sapphire. You say you
Hmm.
are a gem, you are a sapphire. Mm. Do you think would you concur being a sapphire or ruby? Mm?
Mm.
Whatever it is,
Mm.
you are just I'm telling you, beyond measure. Let's just put it out there. Beyond measure.
Oh, and Charlie, happy Leo season.
Oh yeah, the Leo. Okay. Oh, she said, oh, this is a good one right here. Okay, so she's responding. She said, paradox. Wow.
I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
that's a
I
unique
can see
gem.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
see.
is.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Certainly is. That fits you.
It do. It really do. She said, yes, sir. Thank you. Leo season in full effect. Man, it's gonna be on and popping now with all the Leos and stuff. Hey, I want to go ahead
Yes.
and throw it out there. Um, I was gonna wait until Mel got in and stuff, but I want to go ahead and throw it out there. Shouts out to the brothers of the Mega Sci-Fi Fraternity Incorporated that just came down on the QC with nothing but blood and thunder, making things happen in the QC. Shouts out to them on the
Mm,
conclave here. Let me tell you, I hated it. I ain't gonna lie, I hated that my back was in the position that it was in because the last time they were here for a conclave, your boy was up there in the midst, and the brothers of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated shut down Stonewall, shut it down. Just no traffic whatsoever. The police had to come and just say, you know what, we're gonna put up barriers. This was years ago, but it was amazing to see them just do what they do, just hopping. The love, the camaraderie, and the things that they did, for the various communities as well. I give a shout out to them. They did their thing.
absolutely. Yeah, they represented it. That's for sure.
Charlie said, Lord, I am so proud I was out the way and stayed away from the conclave. Oh man, I hate it. I hate I missed it, boy. She said, I ain't getting no trouble. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it wasn't that bad. It wasn't no trouble. They representative folks. They did their
Hmm.
due diligence. A lot of them were very, very informative. Shouts out to um one particular brother that we know, Mr. McFadden, Sheriff McFadden. He's a member of that illustrious organization, and he was very informative about the organization when they was interviewing him downtown. Gave a lot of rich history about it. So shout out to him for representing. He's real cool, real cool, bro.
Hmm. Doing his thing as well.
Yes, indeed, yes, indeed. And it was interesting, bro. Now that we talk about it, last night was election night in QC.
Yeah, I saw a couple of the updates on the results, and my understanding, a lot of people went out to the polls in droves this time around, which is good. It's
Very
important.
good.
There's a lot of things on the table.
It was, and it was interesting too because they were talking about as far as the Republicans and the Democrats here in QC and how many of the Democrats held their seats except for what maybe one or two.
Hmm.
So that was surprising to many individuals. Very surprising. Twos and Q's equal trouble, good trouble. She is so funny. She is funny.
uh,
Charlie said less than 1% showed up. Oh man,
oh, really?
really? Talk to us, Charlie. Say it ain't so. This is what you're talking about Wednesday. So that you bringing up a good topic.
Oh, I guess I must have been misinformed with that one then.
She said no report I received was less than 1%, 1% to 10% showed up.
Wow. I'm telling you, it's important. It is seriously important, and it starts at your local level first, and then going forward, you have to take that stuff seriously.
Mm. The posted local votes did not turn out. Yeah, it's definitely important because many times we as individuals we get definitely up in arms when it comes to certain things that are happening in our communities that are not benefiting us. And the reason why they're not benefiting us is because a lot of times the individuals that we have placed there, or even if you say, "Well, I didn't place them there," the question would be, "Did you vote?" Because voting does matter. Even somebody who, matter of fact, the gentleman that you brought onto the show several weeks ago, Adrian, he made mention in regards to politics in the South and a lot of times, misconception. But he said it himself. So many times people get focused on such, but it's the local that really moves and shakes individuals as far as the taxes that you're paying, whether or not there is affordable housing in your area,
Hmm.
as far as if you're having issues in regards to the way police represent themselves and the community at large. All these things are a part of us on a local level, and we have to be a part of it. We have to have our voices heard. So if you don't, hmm,
Yeah.
hey, look at there,
What's
look
up,
at there,
Trav? What's up? What's up?
brother Trav. Man, got a chance to watch his show last week as well. And
Yeah.
let me tell you, that brother Trav, let me tell you something. When Trav get into that hero in training, and then all of a sudden he started hitting them. I said, man, that boy got a voice and a powerful message.
He do.
Well, he's dangerous.
Very much so. Keep doing what you're doing, Trav. Hopefully, I'll be able to make the next one. I think Trav normally posts on Thursdays as well. Or
Yep, yep.
Wednesdays or Thursdays?
Thursday.
Thursday. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, so check them out.
Charlie said, as an assistant poll chief, I was disappointed in the turnout being from QC. Yeah, that's interesting
Yeah.
right there. That
Yeah.
is interesting. I seen a couple of the watch parties. I was looking at that last night. They were with the mayoral um, race and such. It was interesting. One of the biggest platforms that Buy Laos has is about uh, providing affordable housing, and I think that is a pretty good platform to be on. But we've constantly heard that every single year from every single mayor who recognizes the fact that the QC needs better housing for individuals. I mean, let's be real. You working and making $12 an hour, that does not ensure the fact that you're going to be able to get the way the apartments are right now. Come on, it needs to
Yes.
be there.
Well, it's certainly greed at its finest right now, and even the individuals that want to become first time buyers now are competing with corporations in the bidding process of even trying to obtain a home for the first time. So
Yeah,
yeah, it has to be something put into place where the affordabilities are made to people who are not making enough to be able to retain residency in their apartments. I've been hearing stories of late where people leases are coming up to expire within a month, and they don't even hear back from the apartment complex about the renewal.
hmm
And see, this is also additional stress, and then on top of that, you're not leaving those individuals enough time if you're going to raise the rates, with 9 times out of 10 they're doing, to even be able to look for another place to stay. So they kind of stuck.
they are, and it's unfortunate because with many apartment complexes, and I don't think the city realizes this, but apartment complexes they change hands like literally within 2 years or whatever. So they're being bought, they're being sold, they're being renovated, and all of it is market based as well.
Mm, hmm.
So the 1 minute you're living there, and then the next year you're looking at it, and it's like it's gone from maybe 1700 to possibly 1950 or whatever, and then you got to try to understand. Oh man, I got to find another place to stay, or I need to negotiate. And a lot of them don't want to negotiate. They're like, well, we've got a long list. We can get you on.
Phew.
It's today,
Said, said,
Mel.
well,
I'm gonna put you up at the top, Queen.
No, don't put me at the top. How is
I know
you
everyone?
that
I was I
queen. I
was
miss that queen right there.
you
Well, my
you,
spirit.
you still on your best behavior?
I still got 3 credits to get into heaven.
Okay, let me test it. I'm glad to see you. Better late than never.
Did she say 3 credits?
Yes, sometimes in this crazy life we have things that happen and cause delays, but God has made it especially favorable that I could join y'all this evening.
Oh
So I'm gonna
wow.
focus on that.
Oh wow. I love that response. That's
That was pretty
interesting.
cool, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
Huh.
wow.
Hmm.
Hey, that was so eloquent. I'm,
It was. I'm taken aback.
I'm astounded. Yeah. Okay. I'm thinking nothing else to say. Wow.
Hmm.
Charlie Two said, "Oh, just noticed anniversary follower badge. Love y'all. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes. Thank you,
All
Charlie.
right, here we go. It started, y'all. She ABBFF.
What did you guys come up so far that you were talking about?
Well, let's see. What was it, man?
We just got off of affordable housing, a quick dial on talking
Oh
about
wow.
that. Hmm.
Before that, we talked about the Q's in the QC, and
Elections.
yes, election. Charlie Two said, "Yeah, here rents are going up as much as 300%.
Wow. Wow.
300%. Woo! I'm glad I own a house now. I tell you what,
Yeah. It's rough. It's rough.
Definitely feeling inflation for sure.
Hmm.
hey, I just noticed Mel has the color in her hair that coordinates with her outfit.
That's how smooth she is. That's how smooth she is.
What's
Appreciate you
up?
noticing that
Hey,
little extra
hey,
effort.
I've been gone
No,
for a while.
you've seen me since I dyed my hair though.
I've seen you dye since you dyed your hair, but
Okay.
then look, you re-dyed it.
I did. It's darker now.
It's darker. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Okay, it's that intense teal. It looks like.
Yes.
Hmm.
Man, I need to stay away more often, boy. I get to see things in a new perspective.
Oh please. Let's talk about when men gaslight. Let's talk about that.
Adrian, she threw a word in there on us. Why she
I
do that?
heard. I don't know.
No, I'm just joking. I do want to touch on the feeling of some parents the closer that school is about to start, in light of just the random shootings or
Mhm.
mass shootings, not so much school related, but definitely that's relevant. But you have children who have gotten older and you made a baby in middle school now where they were in elementary. And so, middle schoolers that are in high school now,
Mhm.
you're having to navigate not only teaching them what to do to be safe, your anxiety is up because of mass shootings. Like I want to see any parents that are having those issues. Like, how are you balancing that and making it okay, not only for you but for your children?
Yeah,
Mm,
oof, that's a good one. That's a good one.
yeah, that is. It's mm, phew. Yeah, that is a good one.
I know
Still,
it's faith over fear, faith over fear, faith over fear, but I would be fearful. And I mean, I still have younger cousins and that are still school age, and I'm just like, that's where my mind is if I was a parent, sending getting ready to send my kids to school. And I mean, having, two in college is no better because I believe both of their campuses had a lockdown for
Mhm.
an active shooter or a possible threat of an active shooter.
Right. I know they've been doing the trainings as well. That's another thing.
uh, yeah. I guess you have to somewhat take solace in what you're teaching them, and also what the schools are trying to prepare them for if the unfortunate incident does happen to arise on campus. It still doesn't really help that much, but uh, you do have that opportunity in grooming them to at least for them to know what should be doing if an act like that takes place. It still don't make it comfortable sending them out in the world knowing that you still see a lot of this taking place today, though. You know, and I agree with you. It does make your anxiety on 10.
Mm-hmm. You do. And it's unfortunate because here we are. We're looking at it from this perspective, but then if you think about it, when we were in school and what our parents were dealing with and the fears they had, our parents back in the day, their biggest fear was what we were being taught in school. If you really think about it, the issues about sex education and
Mm-hmm.
whether or not you were maximizing your time at school. Now, as a parent, you're having to worry about your child being able to be there and learning, and then all of a sudden there's a drill that goes off, and they gotta respond to it. They've got to get out of them being children and then them becoming either defensive or hiding, the flight or fight type thing. Now we're teaching young kids that, or having to teach them that, or just the fact of them when they go into the school. Think about it. The very first day going into school, everybody be all hype and everything. You got your clothes laid out on the bed, your new outfit and everything, what you gonna wear, blah blah blah. But now you gotta coordinate that with possibly a clear book bag, and then when you get through those front doors, you gotta go through a metal detector. So it's just like you're robbing a bit of their childhood
Innocence.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
innocence.
And it's sad to say, but this will become a bigger issue because just like COVID, white America never had something out of their control to govern them. We've always felt that way. You know what I mean? They got a taste of what it feels like for us to be black because how when you go here you got rules, or when you go in different places doing certain things. I'm sorry, it's just still that way. And I think the mass school shootings again will be an issue because those metal detectors aren't just in inner schools anymore. Now they're in some of the suburbia schools, or there's going to be in some of those not so much supposed to be public, but they act as a private school. So now those parents are going to get a taste of what our kids got a taste of, because no one ever is asked, hey, how do y'all feel about this? You just get a notification that they're installed, and sometimes they don't tell you at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, it's a taste of what we're supposed to be as a country and being united, because this is something that's universal. We all have kids, we all have, even if you don't have biological children, you're a family member to a child, and you're listening and thinking to a third grader and a fourth grader who no longer is here. And then you start seeing the number goes from 12 to 24 and then to
Mm-hmm.
41, it starts to grab at your heart.
Yeah.
So I think it's definitely something that's going to be remembered. I feel like 9/11 in my lifetime. I feel
Mm-hmm.
9/11, um, Trayvon
Columbine.
Martin. Well, Colin, but I'm
Combine.
thinking, well, my point that I'm making is there's certain things that are marked in our history that
Mm-hmm.
I could say that was a moment that unified us. Like those things unified
Mm-hmm.
us. And I feel like Corona, obviously, um, Trayvon Martin, Floyd. I like these are things that are people are gonna have those that mark in history and say this unified us. And I feel like the continual, I'm sorry to say it, mass shootings in elementary schools or any types of institutions, period, is going to be the thing to unify us, because it's going to be the right person that was affected by this that's going to cause change.
Mm. Well, it's unfortunate that if that is the case, the trying to think of the correct wording to put it, the road that was laid forth in order for that to get to that individual, it's been walked too many times. It
Yep.
really has. Because the irony is that, I think, okay, we're gonna get into age and stuff. I think back on going to school, and when you heard about a gun being in a school, the gun was in a school. you heard about it after the fact. You didn't hear about it right then and there. Lockers were searched. Boom, person caught, gun. You know, school resource officer there, police officer there, parents, whatever the case may be. But now it's got, and it was limited too because of the mental state of either the child or the individual who had the weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're reading and we're seeing on TV that these young people are crying out. Either there's some sort of warning sign that has occurred prior to them doing this horrific act, and nobody pays attention. Or the parent gives in and admonishes them and gives them something, or gives them even access to it. The latest one, what? The father got him access to the gun. So you have this, and then you have all of these young people from Combine to now. The road that has been established has been worn and walked too many times. It's like the question is almost to the point with how many young people will have to die before you start enacting greater gun control? People, putting literally an age and a stamp on individuals who don't qualify for it, watching them. I mean, and parents even taking a step and being more attentive to what's going on with the young people in their household. How many people have to die? How many families have to cry and lives, just be greatly affected before anybody does anything? And you still can't get an answer. I mean, the bipartisan, you know, act that just came into play, it's all right. But I mean, we're still nowhere near where we need to be to make sure that a change will occur, at least in our lifetime right now. I would say.
That's
I'm a,
why our country's a joke to other countries because you pass laws to prevent women to have an abortion, but
mhm.
you have nothing in place to secure the safety of small children, um, or your regular citizens. So you
Mhm.
need something to regulate the things that are happening. You're not pushing that, but you're forcing people to have babies, or you're saying, well, we're going to say we don't want you to do it, but you'll still leave it up to the state. I mean, that's why we're a joke to other countries now, where America used to be admired and used to be wanting to be patterned after. Um, we turned into, I'm sorry to say it, we got pimped. We were other countries
Yep.
because they send them over here for free education. They send them over here for this. They send them over here. They give them the money. They give them tax breaks. They give them all this stuff. And you don't even do that for your own citizens because you think if we play nice with you, you'll play nice with us.
Right.
And they still, when it comes down to when our country needs something, it's never, never there.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
All that I can do is nod off of that.
Uh,
It's some truth into that. I mean, getting back to the shooting and everything, the scary part about it is that it's happening so often. It's almost, and I have to slap myself some of the time because it's almost getting to the point where it's almost normalcy,
yeah.
which,
Say it, A Money. And don't you feel it's weird? My conspiracy theory. I'm like that Manchurian Candidate movie.
hmm that's a
Boom,
good movie.
because
That's a good movie
That's a
too.
very good movie.
I
Yeah.
think like it's random. It's like a spike. You know
hmm
what I'm saying? Then
Hmm.
it dies down, and then all these popped up people do the same thing sometimes in the same day. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's something. It's something to
Um,
it.
yeah. I don't get it.
It's like somebody take and activate them so they can create it. Like
Oh, that's scary.
hmm
Oh my
That
goodness,
is, that
that's
is.
scary.
But
Super.
what association, real quick, with the individual of the most recent school shooting have with that school outside of that he once went there when he was younger? What could be going on mentally? And like I said, I might be overstating my boundaries right now when go a little deeper into this
Mhm.
because I'm not a mental health expert, but I don't. understand what association you would have with these kids that want to go up in there and shoot them.
Mhm.
Nobody is associated with you in any kind of way, and these children are innocent. And if and I hate to sound bleak with this, but if you want to do bodily harm to yourself, and did he take his life? I apologize. They took his life.
I
Most of
think
them
they
take their own life.
I think he was shot, but I can't remember. And honestly, like what you're saying, it's sad because they happen so close.
Mm,
Sometimes it gets blurred. Like I have to
it
think
does.
about
Hmm.
this is what happened and this is, this is at this place because it
Hmm.
gets blurred because it's the same story with the
Yes.
same storyline. This is why I feel my conspiracy theory is because
Mm,
it's the same type of person that does it.
Mhm.
yes.
It's the same dude. It's the same, like it is a lot of people who y'all know how I feel about mental health. There's a
Mhm.
lot of people that's dealing with it. And it's a lot of people that even prior to COVID was struggling. But COVID has just catapulted the number
Mhm.
of outbreaks and incidents that's stemming from people's mental illness.
Yeah,
Um,
the isolation factor. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it now and this is the part where it's like I always laugh because my daughters be like, we were living room babies, like we were dressed and we never went anywhere, like making jokes. But when it came time for like them to be with their cousins and stuff, it was important
Hmm.
for them to be around other kids so they can learn how to, be around other children. Here we are having a complete lockdown for a solid year, and then things starting to open up, but it still wasn't everything. Now we're in 2022, about to do 2023, and
Hmm.
things are opening up. You have probably 10% of things that are still on a certain schedule, or they may be out of business. And you have these people who have been in isolation, who had a whole year
Hmm.
their mental illness rampage, and then a whole nother year of trying to start like stutter start because you thought you was going to be out but you was in. Oh, now you can go out, and but this place that you used to go to is closed, and now it's 2022 and they can just walk out. Like it's kind of like a shock.
Hmm.
These people should have slowly been introduced to society. Like but who not has mental illness. Like you don't know who has it. But if there was something that you could do, like it needs to be gradually done. Because I know for me, I went to the grocery store and I almost had a panic attack. Like the first time, like we went out, and I almost had a panic attack because it's like it makes it so intense.
Hmm.
So I think now that things are wide open, that might be we see why we're seeing so much of like an escalation again of these type of shootings, or in the grocery stores or the churches or things like that, because people are out. It's the summertime. You have more things going on. I think it's just starting to trigger it. And I'm sad to say, I think we're going to have some more before the summer is out, before the summer's through.
Mm, yeah.
I
Hope
know what I
not.
want to talk about. Let's talk about the preacher that got robbed. Oh,
Oh,
Oh
you
God,
took it. You
man.
took it. That's where I was going next.
I knew y'all was gonna do that, man. I knew
I
it.
said, woo. Nigga
Hey.
Def Jams and Bishop R&B Slow. Y'all better, what y'all got to say about it?
Hey. Hey.
It's not funny, but first of all,
I love when he does that.
how is it now? This gentleman,
Hmm.
he's been posting all his expensive vehicles, his
Hmm.
flashy garbs,
Hmm.
uh, his
His estate.
jewelry,
Hmm.
that, and during a live stream,
Right.
you get robbed for what's estimated $1 million in jewelry.
It's 400,000. It ain't no 1 million, but that's for
Even
insurance
if it's
purposes.
Hey, it could
e-
be 40,000. Still though, even.
yeah,
That's That's for insurance purposes. I don't understand, y'all. Like, so a lot of I went back and I'm looking at it. So it seems like he was trying to say he was doing real estate. And so he was like, I need y'all to sign up for this real estate course. Da 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 da. Maybe that was his cover to maybe from the church. I don't know. But he was listening to Jay-Z in the car. And I think it was when they say Hova, and he was saying Bishop, Bishop. Like, I mean, this whole thing just seemed like
Oh
he
man.
was just shady. And I think that happened not because of the neighborhood,
Mm,
not because of devil.
mm.
It's because he owed somebody.
He owes somebody. All right. So I've heard from y'all. I wasn't gonna say anything tonight
Say
about
it.
it,
Go on, say it tonight.
but since y'all opened the door,
We kicked it in.
Boom. With Tim's on.
That's
okay.
it.
So with all that, when I first heard the story, I was kind of like, so why is he sitting there with $400,000 worth of jewelry? But then that right there, that that right there got just pushed out of the way. It really did. It got pushed out of the way. That question got pushed out of the way because what the next question was that overtook the first question was how is it this being filmed? And you got this brother over here just sitting down, leg just sitting down, just
He
like
said with the Bible. He said, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it.
I
He
mean, he
said
just
So he didn't want none of that smoke.
he wanna. Let me tell you something. Dude said, I
ooh,
don't know if this is gonna be a church massacre. He said, but I'm gonna sit over here and be quiet.
he was. I shouldn't say this joke, but I bet he was like this, just sitting there, and in his mind was Jesus defense all around me every day. I mean, please move.
I
You
imagine
just
him
gotta
saying,
move.
good, got him. Good, good. Take it all.
I was like, is he like scared or was he salty or did he think like he had on an
Or
invisible?
was he a part of it?
That's another point. But he did not move at all. Even the news outlets were even saying it. Like he was just one sitting there. I was like, man.
I mean, as security, what is he supposed to do?
Like
Did
that
they
Maybe
old,
ever go over a real scenario of gunmen coming to the church? I don't think they ever did that.
like that old saying go, God moves in mysterious ways, and when you out there re- representing Him in a light that isn't becoming of what the message that He left for us to learn and to abide by, stuff like that is going to happen to you. You're asking for it. Now, I think not, not I think, but the day
mm,
later it was a lot of other pastors pretty much throwing him under the bus as far as his how he conducts himself and everything. Now the gentleman was caught on live, I think another live stream where him and another pastor were going back and forth. And when I said that both of them
You were
dropped that
cursing.
pastor role and just went hood on each other,
mm.
Yep.
I was like, I'm talking about curse words left and right.
Elemental peas. I'm done.
Yeah. Now,
What?
yes.
Let me tell
Yes.
you what I feel this pastor is about to get, y'all. This
Mm-mm-mm.
has gotten so much coverage. So you know them alphabet boys is gonna look into it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Hmm.
I can definitely see that.
Yeah.
So that
And
church might not even be that church might not even be a church no more.
but I still go back to the perception that you're displaying to your congregation, and, and for you to have, it's mind-boggling for people to not be able to see through that veil of what you're putting out there and they following you.
Hmm.
And then on top of that, you as the individual that's supposed to be the shepherd of that church is
Mm,
promoting uh, uh, this lifestyle that to me is unbecoming of the preaching of the Bible and leading them astray.
mm.
This is
Well,
mind boggling to me.
hey, when that's the reason. Hey, I did not want to even say anything about this because I knew A Money was about to get like dig into this thing right here. Because you remember some time ago, remember we were talking about as far as those that are in the ministry and the financial and things of that nature. And then all of a sudden, it's like it was just given to A Money on a silver platter.
Yep.
Four
And
hundred
you don't
thousand
have no
dollars.
you don't have no shame about yourself. I mean, wearing all this extra jewelry under your robe and flaunting stuff, and you not thinking about the people who out there that may be struggling. I mean, what type of message are you trying to portray or trying to get out there?
Exactly, exactly.
The messenger give unto me.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah. I mean,
Mm,
it's one thing if you. I think we had a discussion about it some time ago when it was, um, uh, what's his name? Pat. Uh, what's it? Pastor. Pastor. Oh, what is his name? Gray. John Gray. Right.
uh-huh. Yeah, I
And
think it was.
remember, he got the SUV, the luxury SUV that time. And then,
Mm,
everybody was up in arms about that at that time. And he let it be known, this was something that I got from my wife because I saved from my book deals and a couple other things that I was doing and stuff in order to
mm-hmm.
bless her with this because I knew she always wanted. But yeah, to be on a live stream and to get robbed for that amount in jewelry.
I think this. I'm telling you.
uh,
I think it was done probably for insurance purposes because why would you have that much on to come to church and then you knew the particular day that you had it all on is the day that somebody came and robbed you. Okay.
so you think it was a scam too?
I think it was a scam. And I think that if it's not a scam, I think it's still a unveiling of some shady deals that he's been doing streetwide, like in the streets. Because I don't care how holy you are or how suburban you are, you can't deal with the streets and not be street.
He
So
sound like a scam. The church sound like a scam.
yeah, like you doing all this different stuff. Like either way, it has been an unveiling. So
Mm,
I
okay.
have a son. I watched the 2022 version of Cheaper by the Dozen. Are y'all familiar with that Disney movie?
I
Mhm.
haven't seen it. I
Yeah.
saw previews of it though.
So I
I
watched the 2022 with Gabrielle Union, and it was different, but it wasn't bad.
Mhm.
It wasn't bad. I thought it was a. They kind of touched on a lot of relevant issues,
Right.
and wrote it into the story. So I thought it was good. It was good family movie. If you want to have something that's not cartoons, I
mm,
think your little ones will be able to follow it as well. I think it's a good movie.
put that on the watch list.
Yeah. Definitely.
It's Disney. It's Disney. Keep in mind. So
So we're talking about Disney now,
I'm just saying. No, we're not talking about Disney.
huh?
I'm
We
just
gonna
saying
talk
like
about. We gonna address. Okay. We gonna address. Yeah.
the what?
Take. I was kind of segue into the. Take these babies to the
That was
theme park.
Sesame Street.
I know. That's why I'm saying it was a segue.
Mm.
Segue into these. You mentioned good. Good wholesome family entertainment. Something
I
that
just
kids
said,
enjoy.
I just said a good movie, and I
Yeah, I
just said,
know. I
remember
know.
it's Disney. See how this how black folks get their history messed up. See how he added all them words. I didn't say those words. See how I
No,
said it. good, wholesome,
Good
good. She
wholesome.
said good, wholesome
Good
family
wholesome.
movie. See,
Good family
I
movie.
didn't say that.
Something good for the little ones. And it was said.
Yeah, I didn't say that. That's how black people get their
So
life messed up with people adding stuff to what happened.
I was just saying, you take these babies to these theme parks and stuff, and they don't want to give them no high fives and no shakes and stuff like that. That's kind of
No
what
hugs.
no hugs.
Walk right past them.
Just just hey, hey little one, hey little one, I ain't touching you. Whatever. Hey, don't do my grandbabies like that.
If I was with any of my little cousins and that happened, I'm gonna be on the news, and the whole y'all gonna be like, oh, because you
Hey,
gonna
I,
see me fighting
I'm about to say that.
Elmo, Rosita, whoever. You gonna see me punch them in the face
I'm about to say
because
that
you're
should
not
be
gonna
a
do that.
fireable offense.
it should be.
Mm-hmm.
It should be. You gonna skip over the little dark child.
Because
And obviously, it's something that's told because it was multiple,
instances.
Very
multiple
common.
instances and multiple parts.
Mm-hmm.
Boy,
Make you wonder.
you didn't get the right one. Let me tell you. They did not get the right mama. No, actually, there is a video out right now in which
I seen it.
that thing was
She
straight.
said, "Huck him, bow, huck him."
Hey, but you took your lunch after that. That is, I can see that. But you know what? It's the world that we're living in right now. Again, it's going back to the things that we thought were cool. Everything was good. It met the criteria for the young people and stuff, and now the world is just topsy turvy right now, and it's just open season. This is like anything goes.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah, it's like, where is your humanity? I mean, a small child, whether they black, Latino, Asian,
Hmm.
you have that look on, you see that look on that child's face, and know they're excited to see you, and to have the look of disappointment when you just pretty much ignore them or either knock them over or
Yeah,
uh, just, oh man,
How do you get
you
into a job where it is your job description to entertain children and you don't entertain
say
children?
that's
I don't get it.
oh
yeah.
that's a sad individual or individuals. I can even look myself in the mirror. Really couldn't.
Well, you have a soul.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh, hey, and I'll throw this out here as well. Charlie was laughing. Um, I say that to the. I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm gonna be real. I say that to those that are in the sports realm as well. If I could tell you the number of times I've seen young people go and want to get an autograph or something, and they overlook them and they just keep moving, you know, they have to understand how much of an impression you make on a young person when they ask you for an autograph.
All right.
That might be the very thing that puts them on a path to either do what you do or say, you know what, one day I'm gonna own a team. Whatever it is, it's an encouragement to them. And for you to just kind of like overlook them, hey, will you sign my ball? Get out of here, kid.
Or
Or just
guess
keep
what?
walking.
Maybe if you are having a moment, you can say to your security and say, "Hey, every kid I touch, have them step to the side, tell them I want them to stay late." So you can get your composure together and come out and let them know it is a hard 5 minute block. Like after that, I gotta go. So I ain't gonna have time for pictures. Like you can set that up
Yeah,
and be like, see that little group of 8 later. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
if you really care, that's what can happen. You
yeah,
don't have to just crush people. And I get it. We put celebrities and star athletes on these different pedestals, and we expect for them to have so much more PR presence and etiquette. But we do also have to remember that they are human, and sometimes it's not even that they even see the kid. It's you know I'm in a moment. I'm in a zone. I'm coming out of this game that we lost, or I'm coming out of the fact that I got injured, or whatever the case. I get it. There is two sides to that. There's two sides to that, but it does happen. But it doesn't happen as often. I can say that. I see more players taking time, and I'm proud to say I'm glad to see our Black Kings take time because a lot of times that's who you see being extra kind. Um, pay attention to different people that was in crowds while they're playing the game. And they may do that and arrange for that person to come, I want to meet them, have them come near the locker rooms or whatever the case. So I am proud of that, but I have seen some very disappointed
Mm-hmm.
videos. So, of kids. So I think it might be something that need to be addressed across the leagues, you
Mm-hmm.
know, or making sure that these agents had the proper, talent with them to kind of let them know what to do and how to do. Maybe something they might need to do.
That's a good point. That's definitely a good point.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with, again, them being in, and so Charlie Tune said Chuck E. Cheese here hug everyone. Good old Chuck E. Cheese. Ah, but yeah, I mean, it is definitely something that needs, I think, when those that are in those particular positions, to maybe just like you say, pull them to the side, set up a time, whatever case may be, or even be taught that. Because here's the thing that I think a lot of times they tend to forget is that they're making a lot of money, okay, and there's some that are out there buying a lot of their paraphernalia and stuff. Um, it's the fans is what make. Well, even with us, let's say for example, even with us, uh, even though we don't make that same mega millionaire money with us, but we're driven by our fans. We're driven by the people that come on here and definitely show us love. What's going on, Lorenzo Williams? Thank you for joining us at the round table. See,
Hey.
People Podcast. Now, say for example, we see Lorenzo or whatever sort, we don't show him no love. We have to. I think a lot of times we have to get out of self, and we have to understand that we need each other. We really do. We need each other. I need y'all. There's hands down, y'all make this show. I need y'all. So air hug. Okay, I'm done. But it's one of those things in which we really got to start being more understanding of each other and more compassionate. I think is the word, and just because I've been at football games and I've seen football players and stuff that have won, and they're ready to go. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, so you didn't even say nothing to that young people. Where do you have to go? You just won the game. You make $22 million a year. I see you getting into your Hummer. Is it that important for you to leave and you can't just stop by and give this little kid an attaboy, give him some dap, give him some, hey, give him a towel that you sweated on or whatever, so with your name on it. Whatever the case may be, it's just something. So yeah, I think, unfortunately we are in that type of day and age in which things have changed. You know, I'm a big fan, Michael Jordan coming up, you know. Got a chance to play basketball with him as a matter of fact. Play basketball with his brother and stuff. Was just like, fan moment or whatever. And he took time. He took time. Now, probably hard to get with him because, man be in Italy, smoking cigars, he going to gambling and stuff like that. So, he probably. But during that time, I think he recognized. And I wish some more of our celebrity players would do that as well. I'm just saying.
I got. I'm gonna be quiet because I don't know nothing about. He's not on my top list.
Oh, okay. We're talking about Pittsburgh, y'all. Hey.
Well, we don't have a basketball team, so
You got a
I just am
football
not
team.
a.
You got a football
I'm
team.
just not. MJ is not. When we talk about basketball, I give it to him, but out off the court, to me, he's not. He's nothing like he is on the court. I made a post about not asking your entrepreneur friends for a hookup, but buying or supporting because you want them to succeed. Absolutely.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That is a
Mm-hmm.
good one. Should we even talk? Should we go into that, y'all?
I
Charlie
say,
Tune bought some.
yo, let's go on into it.
Child two done bought some fire.
Go on, get to it.
Yeah, I like that. So what do y'all think? So if you had a friend or a family member and they own the restaurant, we're just gonna throw a scenario out there, and they own the restaurant. Restaurant's pretty cool. Restaurants are doing pretty well. When you go in, would you expect your friend or family member to comp your meals?
No,
Mm-mm.
but I'm not expecting. Y'all don't put expectations on people.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
If you give me a hookup,
Mm-hmm.
I'll take a hookup. But majority back in the day, especially, I used to get the hookups because I didn't ask. And you had people who would come in and ask because at that time your high school, your classmates is working at the store or they know your family, and so you're coming in with the expectation to the point and the arrogance to ask. That's not how people. That's not how it works. And
Mm.
I like to tell Charlie Tubes, I like to say to people, especially that are like close family, friends, or family, you're arrogant today. The audacity that you would ask me to give you something when I'm starting out. You
Any
take it
money?
from
Ditto.
me. Ain't that arrogant? Like,
Yeah.
how would you feel if you saw me eating and I only made enough food for my family of 5 and you came in and was like, man, I'm hungry. Can you give me your baby girl's dinner? That's what it's equivalent to.
Yeah.
That's what it's equivalent to.
Yeah. I mean that, and speaking to, of course, another, business owner. Y'all don't know, you know, Miss Pitbull, she got some stuff that's about to happen. Y'all be ready. Cause when it hits you, it's gonna hit you hard. I already put in my order. So I got mine, you gotta get yours. But between her and Charlie Two's two business women, they're making things happen. I think the amount of their craft and their energy that you put in, it would be a I think it's a disservice to go and expect somebody to give you a hookup or um not even just a hookup, even just minimizing your price. I think that's something. Just say for example, Mel got some stuff over here and it's gonna cost me $55 to buy. And I said, Mel, Pitbull, sister girl, 55. Can can you come down on the price? That's insulting. Because I don't know
Mm-mm,
what you done did to
mm-mm.
put
You
that
ain't
in
even
there.
saying it right. So I'm saying it's 55. Is it 55 for everybody? I mean,
Good point. Good point.
so can I like I got 30. I got 30. Like you're not even saying, look, I got 50 on me right now. Can we do it
Hmm.
for 50? Like you want me to come all the way down. Like, and so when it's like that, I take if you can't afford but 35, then let's get you $35 for product.
Mm. Good point. Good point. I give you what you got in your pocket. If you got good intentions, mm, it might be show.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that is insulting. Oh, Charlie Two just said I am an entrepreneur, and most of my support comes from strangers. Honestly, I'm with you on that. I I sympathize with you on that. It is unfortunate. Here, I've seen that, and I've done that as well. But here's the thing that gets me is the fact of how we as individuals we don't support each other enough, and we have to wait for strangers to support us. But then on the flip side, it's one always supporting one, and then the other doesn't even support you back. But yeah, we're supposed to be in this quote unquote circle. I think that that's where we really fail ourselves as true businesses because we have to support each other. I give you a prime example. Charlie Toots hit me some time ago about this particular fragrance that I had been talking about. We've talked on the side or whatever the case may be. She hit me about it. As soon as she hit me about it, boom, I'm on it. I purchased it right then and there. And I said, yo, Charlie, keep me updated as far as anything else that comes out or whatever sort. On the flip side, Charlie seen something. CD, I love this. Boom, she hit it right then and there. We're feeding each other. We're supporting each other. We're encouraging each other. We're lifting each other up and so. I think that's very important. Same thing with Mel. Mel do the same way. A Money, same thing. That's how we build longevity and stuff. But then you get some people that love to always have their pockets full, but they act like they don't want to give nothing out. And they wonder why their business is not so successful.
We got a lot of society that's greedy.
Mm.
It's this instantaneous. I want it, so it was what I wanted, and then it gets excused as far as, oh well, they're a go-getter, or they're, they're hungry, or they're about their coin, or all this kind of stuff, and you're stumbling over people. That's not how you're supposed to do.
Ooh, Lorenzo. He said, I think we oftentimes we don't promote or build one another is because we don't like the package that the blessing has come through. Oh, brother, you hit the nail on the head in regards to the book. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Man, I'm gonna tell you, won't he do it? That's where we mess up at as far as some of us rather, not all of us, but some of us mess up. When you ask God for a blessing, you can't ask him to put it in the package you want it. The package it comes in is tailor made, especially for you. And I'm just saying this out to whoever is listening to this message. We have to be careful what we ask for. We
Hmm.
really do. You could be just a side note example or so, but you could be a sister that's asking for a husband. You say, I just need a husband who's gonna love me for me. And then all of a sudden you get this guy and he doesn't look like Denzel Washington. You didn't ask for Denzel Washington. You asked for somebody who's gonna really love
And that's why it's important to be articulate in your prayer. I never forget
you.
a
Mm-hmm.
minister preached to be articulate in your prayer, because God will give you the desires of your heart. And he used to say that if you aren't articulate
Mm-hmm.
in your prayer, you're not articulate in your heart. And he
Mm-hmm.
said that that's why so many of us, when it comes to relationships, please let me put on the fleshy side. He said, your example, I want a husband. He give you one, but he don't look like nothing. He don't want to work. And then you always say, well, God wouldn't give me nothing I couldn't, more than I can bear. And everything God's do is a blessing. He said everything may not be a blessing. It just may be an answer.
Mm. Woo! Washington came back with it, y'all.
So I'm telling you
Deep.
right now, be articulate in your prayer for the family that is on here that do, because if you don't, you might get what you
Mhm.
asked for.
That's right.
Hmm.
Good point, Lorenzo. That's what it be, y'all. Why I made a point to acknowledge your post CD. We are doing this we just need others to join us. I agree with you, sis. I definitely agree with you. And if everybody want to know, I always post a Wednesday morning motivation. And the Wednesday morning motivation that I did, it was pertaining to basically us supporting each other. And Charlie too. As soon as I posted it, I don't know what it is, but it's like it spoke to spirit. And the poster said, when we support each other, incredible things happen. And Charlie too mentioned that we just need more people to do this. And we do. We need more like minded people of the heart to actually do these things. She said, we do support each other. She said, but others join us, it would be incredible. And I think that, we do miss that. And the reason why I made that post, just to let everybody know, is because my nephew started a business endeavor. Okay. As far as doing waste hauling, he knows that a lot of people, there's a lot of work being done here, due to COVID and things. People are throwing away things, whatever, and he's like, hey, I'm here to help. My business is going to do this in order to help you get rid of these things that you no longer need. And he'll come by. He came by. He gave us a quote and everything on some stuff that we have here, and it's just amazing. And my thing is this: when I see somebody that's really hungry and is about to go do something, I'm behind you 110%. You don't even need to ask me anymore. If you're serious about your vision and your dream, the Bible says, write vision, make it plain. If you're serious about it, I'm gonna back you. I'm gonna spend money with you. I'm gonna promote you. I'm gonna do whatever the case may be. But it's unfortunate though that we don't support a lot of each other to do this. Like
Or
men,
you undervalue, we undervalue each other. You
yeah,
know,
we do.
you'll go to Yankee Doodle and White Barn and, you know, Crate and Barrel, and you'll pay $35 for a candle in there.
Mm-hmm.
But you won't give me 15 because you telling me, oh, I thought they was gonna be 10. Or if I say 20, oh, really? It should be like $15 and you wouldn't even buy it. But
Yeah.
here I am providing you with not only something that's going to make sure it's not going to cause allergies or something in your lungs that's going to be harmful, burn in the air. They don't care. It's mass production, and you don't even know where that stuff is coming from that they're putting in there.
Mhm.
But you'll pay $35 because they undervalue you, they undervalue your product, and they undervalue your time.
That's it. That is truly it. And I was, I was so outdone when Charlie hit me this morning about it and stuff, because I was having literally I was having the moment of what you just mentioned as far as undervaluing, because I'm working on a couple of things, and then I had to have my surgery, so I had to put them to the side. But then I was looking at everything that I've done, and I'm saying to myself, why can't I get that which other people are paying huge amounts in the stores and stuff in regards to artwork and everything? And it's what you mentioned, it's the undervaluing that occurs to many of us. I think if anybody has a talent, you need to walk in your gift. You need to acknowledge your gift, and you need to be proud of your gift. And don't let anybody diminish it by any way, shape, or means whatsoever. Because God gave you that gift. God gave you that opportunity, and God gave you that blessing. So walk in it. Oh, Charlie
Hey,
said,
Money, can I be a guest on in the Charlotte in the Know, and we go around town and we test people's French fries,
"Ooh,
Test people with French fries.
taste people's French fries."
different
I like it.
restaurants?
I like it. We can set that in motion.
Yes, indeed. Lorenzo said, "Well, I'm gonna need everyone to get my book." Hey, yo, y'all heard it right here. Lorenzo Williams has a book, and a lot of people don't even remember, but I think we need to have him on again as well, because
Mhm.
Lorenzo graced our show some time ago in regards to his journey into health and the things that he went through. Journey to a better health. Y'all remember when he was on here? I mean, his testimony was amazing, and I think we
Not
need
only
to
the testimony and the
go into.
journey of his health, but how he and his wife,
Hmm.
their relationship in the beginning. So I think, yeah, we need to have them back on.
Yep, we definitely need to. So y'all heard it right here. Definitely stay tuned, because we're gonna. Matter of fact, Lorenzo, let's go ahead and start promote. Let's promote your book again right now. Let's put the link on here, and let's let the people know everything about this particular book. So that way everybody can get out here and buy it, and then that way they can have it, and they can have it ready for the next time you're on our show. So we can go ahead
I
and book
say
you.
one more, say CD. Any entrepreneurs that are live with us right now, or who may watch this after it's done, we'll give you an opportunity on this feed to post a link to your business so we can
Mhm.
practice what we preach.
Yeah.
And that way our viewers can look and click on the different links of this. And maybe we can start some type of a business directory,
Oh
a
yeah. Well,
digital business directory.
I got one. I'm building. Ah, won't he do it? It's incredible. I'm actually building one right now on the Culture Media website. It's a Black business directory, but we're not going to do that. We're going to just call it a business directory. So if anybody wants to be a part of it, and I even posted earlier today, for the month of August, any small businesses that have just start up small businesses, I am willing to work with you in order to promote you on all social media outlets that we have access to, and brag about your business as well.
And if you are local in Charlotte, not only depending on what it is that you are offering, because we have this platform, we have Charlotte in the Know, and we can definitely use either one to help because we have to do it. So if we got to
Mhm.
be the leader to do it, then we'll be the leader to do it.
So Charlie Chu said, "Hey, I'm Shonda Charlie Glass. I'm a partner with Pure Romance. I enjoy educating, empowering, and entertaining people that sexual health is not a dirty word. Let's schedule a virtual or in-home party for you and your girlfriends. Not ready to parley with Charlie or just curious? Let's set up a consultation for you and your partner. Check out my digital catalog here. She's got the link right here as well. And you can hit her up on partywithcharlie.com also. And I've also put the link on to journeytoabetterhealth.com on here as well."
It's all right.
Well, I'm telling you, hey, we got to make this thing happen.
I will add Mahogany Essence links and
Okay.
also my onehope.com wine business that I am part of. My cause and my my charity is American Cancer Society, because you guys know how dear that is to me, and it's for all cancers. And I'll make sure that I add that link. Please purchase. Please look and see, read about it. I also will have a virtual wine tasting if possible, if you would like.
Mm.
And if you're not scared and you're in the local area, I can actually come and do one. So, onehope.com with my link, and you'll say it says, "Hey, Miss Melissa." But check that out. Check out Mahogany Essence. There's some new things coming, and I am about a month out from the candle, so I will go ahead and mention those. And they're going to be nice, bold, full aromas, very sensitive aromatics for men. So I'm excited.
Congratulations to you both.
Go ahead, man. Yeah. My only, I'm gonna do a shameless plug. I want more people to come on to our show, so definitely check us out at the Roundtable Podcast Show. We have it on our website as well, in which you have all of the podcast shows previously aired. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a shameless plug because once I get this brace off and get these stitches out or whatever, and your boy be mobile and can bend over, I am going to be hitting it hard in regards to this art. I have, just to let y'all know, and Charlie will attest to it because Charlie's been here. I have literally over 80 original pieces painted and framed and glazed and ready to find a beautiful home right now. So I'm waiting on y'all to come here. And it's not going to charge you an arm and a leg or be thousands of dollars or whatever the sort, but it will be unique for you. And I will have a website noted there very shortly.
Is the Afro pick purchased?
Hmm?
Is the Black Queen pick purchased?
Of course.
Click on it.
I got you. Oh, I got this one dope piece. Ooh, no, I'm not even gonna say it. Who's like,
Just send me a picture of it.
okay, I got you.
Send me
I
a
got you.
picture.
Charlie said, "Oh yeah, Charlie." Charlie said, "I'd be happy to come back. I'm coming home for a funeral. Give me a few weeks to come back ready." Cool. Be on the show. You gotta have your own him.
I just had that picture up in a corner with this nice peach chair I saw in Wayfair, and then mirrors on the other side. Like I just, boom, I just seen it in my little special corner, and I meant to ask you and text you about it, and I forgot.
Well, hit me. Yeah, let's definitely chit chat about it because I'm in the position in which I think it's not all about um it's really not all about the money. It's something I'm enjoying and I'm loving to do. And it's great. I believe every one of us should have something beautiful in their home. So I make it a point, to do it. Just like with your candles, I can't wait to get your candles downstairs in the main area, sitting right here on top of the bar. I can light it and just sit back and chill and just have a nice bourbon to go along with that aroma. Lay back in my chair. I'm telling you, it's nice.
And that's one of the ones that I'm working on. Something about the way it's burning right now. I don't know.
You done named them yet?
They're gonna be all pit bullish.
Yeah.
I like
Hey,
it.
it's gonna be dope. When she told me about it, I was like, man, hey, I'm already putting my order in right now.
It's gonna be pit bullish.
I can't wait for that too. And
Um,
Our condolences, Charlie.
yeah,
yeah,
definitely our condolences. Sis. We here if you need us and such. We have to keep on doing that and supporting each other through the good times and the bad. Definitely.
absolutely.
Well, family, it looks like it's about that time once again. Every time we have a What You Talking About Wednesday, I'm gonna tell you, it's like branches on a tree.
Look, we about 14 minutes over. Thanks, A Money, for letting me make my time up. I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
I didn't have anything to do with that, and
Since
I
you was
don't like
talking
to.
about my time, I appreciate you letting me flex and working my extra 15 minutes that I was late. I
Why,
appreciate it.
why is it sounding like sarcasm coming from your comments right now?
Oh, she said love BBFF. I tell you, that's our number one fan right there. Oh, telling you.
Hands down.
Hey, you know what? Since Mel had mentioned about doing a wine tasting, we might have to do some creative. Maybe merge the two, wine tasting and art.
That's a good
Ooh, I like
idea.
it.
That's a good idea.
Here, you know what? End it, because I'm gonna give too much. Just end it. Just end it.
Let's go ahead and
Love y'all. Love y'all. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
all right, family. We appreciate y'all joining us on At the Round Table. Oh my, LOL. Join us next week as we will bring forth amazing topics, dope dialogue, and this energy that cannot be contained. I'm your boy CD,
Miss Pitbull.
Hey, money.
and we will see y'all again soon. Peace.